So large a character was he that it seems that he really is still here. It's as if he's just been caught up in something really interesting and he's really sorry he can't join us. And he would be sorry because these Eureka Awards would have delighted him. Science, yes, but the communication of science, and more than that, the communication of science with the passion that we give, the enthusiasm that we give to things that really matter. The idea that science is not an arcane area for clever boffins, but is part of every aspect of life. I thought that Minister Hekia Parata put that particularly well today. But more than that too, the idea that science is beautiful, which is a word that Paul used a lot. One of my most pleasurable radio experiences was talking to Paul in the series of conversations about practically everything really, that later became a book called As Far As We Know. And we both liked that title because it expressed the sheer breadth of what we're able to inquire into in the 21st century, but also expressed a kind of contingency, a preparedness to be surprised, to change our conclusions should more information become available. Scientists, Paul said, all need to regularly admit that they got it wrong. Paul's last words in that book were about quantum mechanics, which he boldly tried to explain on national radio, and I'm still trying to get it. But we were talking about revolutions in science, and he said he didn't believe that quantum mechanics is the last word. It works, he said, but it's going to be improved. And I think that there's an opportunity for some brilliant mind, some new Einstein, to explain it all to us. And it was that sense of limitless possibilities that Paul conveyed. And it's galvanizing. It was galvanizing, and it continues to be galvanizing. I was part of a 2-day conference just this week called Valuing Nature about the economy and the environment, which grew directly out of the Transit of Venus Forum in Gisborne, which Paul organized, but died too soon to be there himself. But the energy he manifested has not dissipated, and it's grown into a real movement to address what New Zealand could become, economically, environmentally, underpinned by humane science. And all 12 of the finalists today displayed a concrete understanding of what that could be.
Eureka sends the very clear message to all the students that science is really valuable in today's society, and communicating that science clearly even more so. So by supporting Eureka, by being involved in Eureka, you are making an investment in the futures not just of the 12 outstanding individuals we have sitting with us tonight, but also in the futures of all our science and technology students around New Zealand. So Eureka is not a one-way street. It gives various people the chance to go along and get inspired listening to these passionate young people talk about all their ideas and all the things that they've been thinking about. But it also has a massive impact on the participants themselves. The finalists through this event will get connected to various people in industry, and Eureka really motivates us finalists to seek out various opportunities beyond just our studies.
The late Sir Paul Callaghan was an iconic communicator about the myriad ways in which science and innovation improves our lives. He reached out beyond the dense walls of the scientific establishment to bring an understanding about science to ordinary people without ever diminishing the rigour of the science he talked about. Scientific discipline often reveals the truth, but more often reveals we still have much to learn. Whatever the outcome, rigorous scientific inquiry helps us to make better decisions. Good science and the Rotary movement share much of the same values. Therefore, it is no surprise that Rotarians, and especially the Rotary Club of Wellington, have taken this special event, named for Sir Paul, to the heart of the organisation.